Utah Valley University was rocked by tragedy when conservative activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed during a campus speaking event. The attack, described as a political assassination by Utah's governor, stunned the nation and ignited fierce debate. Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, was a polarizing figure whose campus events often drew protests, but no one expected violence. The shooting unfolded in broad daylight, turning a place of learning into a crime scene and sending students fleeing in panic. Law enforcement responded swiftly, locking down the university and launching an intensive investigation. Kirk's death has left a deep scar on the community, with supporters mourning a leader they saw as fearless and passionate. Vigils and tributes have poured in, but the shock remains palpable. The incident has forced a national reckoning over the safety of public figures and the dangers of escalating political rhetoric. Many are now asking, how did political disagreement reach such a deadly point? The killing of Charlie Kirk is more than a personal tragedy. It's a moment that's made America question its own direction. The shockwaves from this event will not fade soon. Within hours of the shooting, a massive manhunt led to the arrest of 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. Surveillance footage and public tips helped police track him down after a tense 33-hour search. Investigators allege Robinson drove 4 hours to the event, targeting Kirk for his political beliefs, a premeditated act. Friends and family identified Robinson from media images, aiding his swift capture. He now faces charges including aggravated murder and felony discharge of a firearm. The case has become a symbol of America's deep political divisions, raising urgent questions about accountability and extremism. As Robinson awaits trial, the nation watches, wondering what could drive someone so young to such violence. The legal process ahead will be closely scrutinized, with implications far beyond one individual. With Robinson in custody, Utah prosecutors must decide whether to seek the death penalty. Charging him with aggravated murder opens the door to capital punishment, especially given the political motive. Prosecutors have 60 days after arraignment to declare their intent. If they don't, life without parole becomes the maximum sentence. Utah is one of 27 states with the death penalty, and uniquely, still allows execution by firing squad, though it's rarely used. Only 4 men currently sit on Utah's death row, each for decades, highlighting the slow, complex appeals process. Even if Robinson is sentenced to death, execution would likely be years away. The decision is fraught with legal and moral complexity, reflecting ongoing debate about the death penalty's place in modern justice. This case could set a precedent for how Utah, and the nation, responds to politically motivated violence. The stakes could not be higher. The killing of Charlie Kirk has drawn powerful reactions from national and state leaders. Former President Trump, a close ally of Kirk, called for the death penalty, amplifying public pressure on prosecutors. Utah Governor Spencer Cox labeled the shooting a political assassination and an attack on democracy itself. Their statements have shaped the public narrative, framing the crime as an assault on free speech and political expression. Such high-profile calls for justice intensify scrutiny on the legal process and raise concerns about political influence. For many, demanding the death penalty is a stand against political violence. For others, it's a troubling intrusion of politics into justice. The case has become a flashpoint in America's culture wars, with every decision under the microscope. The justice system now faces the challenge of delivering justice while upholding fairness and impartiality. The Kirk case has reignited fierce debate over the death penalty and the rise of political violence in America. Supporters see capital punishment as justice for heinous crimes and a deterrent, while opponents argue it's morally wrong, prone to error, and unevenly applied. Many question whether execution truly deters violence, pointing to data that suggests otherwise. The shooting is a stark warning about the consequences of extreme polarization and dehumanizing rhetoric. As the legal process unfolds, the nation must confront what kind of justice it seeks, and what kind of country it wants to be. There are no easy answers, only hard questions about violence, accountability, and America's future. The outcome of this case will echo far beyond the courtroom, testing the nation's resolve to address its deepest divisions.